I'm Ethan, 30, and I live in a small town 40 minutes from Seattle. Every morning, I brew coffee, check the weather, and drive less than 10 minutes to work. I co-founded a tech company, Pacific Green Tech, focused on sustainable energy. Most folks, including my family, don't get what I do. They think I'm fixing machines or tightening screws. I don't bother explaining. I just smile and move on. When people ask about my parents or my sister, Megan, I say, we haven't talked in a while. That's it. I'm not hiding anything. I just don't see the point in digging up old wounds. For over 2 years, there's been no calls, texts, or visits. No holidays, no birthdays, nothing. It's like the connection between us broke and nobody tried to fix it. I used to believe family was everything. But 2 years ago, on my mom's birthday, that changed. 3 weeks before her birthday in 2023, I booked a trip home and took time off work. The plan was straightforward. Get there 2 days early, stay a few days, help with the party, like always. I called my mom to let her know, but my dad picked up after 2 rings. I'll be home early, I said, holding a steaming mug. Tell me if you need anything picked up. He mumbled something vague. Then his voice got heavy, like he was avoiding the real issue. Ethan, maybe skip coming home this year. I figured he was worried about my schedule. It's no big deal, Dad, I said. I've got it handled. There was a long pause. Then his tone turned sharp cold. Megan's bringing her boyfriend home. He's a manager, someone who matters. Talks well, carries himself right. Your job? It's not something we can brag about. Better if you stay away. My face got hot, heart racing. I gripped my mug so tight it hurt. Are you serious right now? I snapped, voice shaking. You're saying that to me? He didn't soften or take it back. You showing up would embarrass us all. If you come anyway, don't call me your father. Then he hung up. I stood there, hand trembling, the apartment silent. His words kept replaying. Embarrass us all, don't call me your father. They were clear, icy, deliberate, no mistake. Memories flooded in. For 2 years, I'd quietly paid their bills, electricity, water, internet, about $400 a month, nearly $10,000 total. They never mentioned it, never said thanks. Now, I was the family shame. I grabbed my phone, hand still shaky, and opened my bank app. Line after line, $125 for power, $100 for water, $175 for internet. Every month, automatic, no misses. Total, $9,842.17. I stared at the number, not surprised but hollow. Almost $10,000, and they called me an embarrassment. A question hit me. What had Megan done for them? Not out of spite. I didn't need praise, but fairness. I'd paid silently, asking nothing. Had she ever stepped up like that? Or did she just show up, flash a smile in a nice dress, and impress everyone with her important boyfriend? Growing up, I was always in the background. In family photos, I was half hidden, eyes off the camera. Megan, 2 years older, was the star. Birthdays, graduations, even her breakups were family events. Nobody checked on me. She was the golden child, the one relatives praised. Me? A side note, Ethan's fine, does tech stuff, I guess. 2 years ago, my mom called, saying their retirement income wasn't cutting it with rising bills. If you could help a bit, it'd mean so much, she said. I said yes, thinking it'd be short-term, but it never stopped. I'd ask, is Megan helping at all? Mom would dodge. She'll help next month, or she's covering Dad's doctor visits. I knew it was nonsense, but I smiled and kept paying. It felt like my duty. I thought if I stayed reliable, they'd see me. They didn't. That day after Dad's call, I sat frozen. His words weren't just rejection. They were judgment. I wasn't enough. I opened my bank app and canceled the payments. Power, water, internet, one by one. Not to hurt them, but to hold on to the last piece of self-respect I had. A week later, Mom texted, internet bills due. Can you cover it? No mention of Dad's words. No apology. I read it, put the phone down, and didn't reply. 2 weeks later, Dad left a voicemail. Power bills not paid. What's going on? No concern, just demands. I listened, turned off the phone, and stayed quiet. On Mom's birthday, 3 weeks after Dad's call, I was home, coffee cold. The party was happening. Roasted chicken, her favorite cake, relatives at the table, without me. At 4 p.m., my phone buzzed. Mom, Ethan, the power's out. The house is dark. Pay the bill. Dad, no water. Can't cook. Fix it. Megan, internet's down. Guests are here. Handle it. I checked the time. 5:12 p.m. 3 weeks ago, I canceled the payments after Dad disowned me. Now, during the party they banned me from, everything fell apart. They weren't calling because they cared. They needed their cash machine. Relatives texted next, calling me selfish, saying I ruined Mom's day. One said, Megan was right. People like you don't belong at happy events. I read them, silent. Then Aunt Diane, the only relative I trusted, video called. Her face glowed in their kitchen, dishes clinking behind her. You're not paying, are you? She asked. I soft but worried. I swallowed hard. Dad told me not to come. Annie said if I did, he's not my father. She went quiet, looking back. Chaos broke out. Mom's voice. I'm ashamed of him. On my birthday. Dad, it's just bills. What kind of guy gets petty? Megan, mom's crying. He doesn't care. Then a young man appeared on screen, suit sharp, hair neat. He looked confused, then said, "Hey, boss." My breath stopped. It was Carter, a new employee at Pacific Green Tech, transferred from our southern branch. I didn't know he was Megan's boyfriend, the big shot manager they'd bragged about. The room went still. Someone muttered, "Boss?" "Ethan's his boss." Carter spoke clearly. "I work at Pacific Green Tech. Mr. Ethan's a co-founder." Silence. I nodded, voice calm. "Hope your big introduction goes well." I ended the call. That night, I slept deeply, not from spite but relief. They finally saw me. The next day, Carter emailed, "I'm sorry. I didn't know you were Megan's brother. I respect you at work. I'm done with her." I replied, "That's your choice, Carter. I keep family out of work. Think it over." Megan texted soon after, "I'm sorry. Carter's leaving me. You're his boss. Talk to him." I stood by my window and replied, "He left because of how you treat people, not me. You always look down on what you don't get." She begged, "I'll change. Please believe me." I deleted it. Her apologies were too late. A week later, my parents showed up at my house, suitcases in tow. We sat in my living room, tea steaming. Dad apologized softly. Mom said they'd gone too far. I listened, waiting. Then Dad's tone shifted. "We're family, Ethan. We raised you. What you got now, part of it's from us, right?" Mom added, "If you could send $2,000 a month, it's not much for you." I stared. They'd uninvited me, called me a shame, and now put a price on their apology. I gave a quiet chuckle, not mad, just clear. "What's Megan contributing?" Dad glanced at Mom. She said her job's shaky. The breakup's been tough. Same old excuses. I looked at them. "If Megan pays $2,000 a month, I'll match it. Or if I cover it all, I want a legal contract. The house is mine when you're gone." Silence. Dad slammed the table, tea spilling. "You're nickel and diming your parents? We raised you," he shouted. I stood steady. "You need to leave." They dragged their bags out, the door clicking shut. It's been 2 years. I haven't blocked them, but I don't reach out. No calls, no texts, no "how's it going" from them. I used to hope they'd change, but some folks don't. Not when they never admit they're wrong. I live my life, work, coffee, quiet days. I'm not a bank anymore. Family isn't where kindness is demanded and called love. It's where you're valued for who you are, not what you give. AITA for refusing to pay their bills after they uninvited me for embarrassing them? I broke the cycle. Was I too harsh? Or did I finally stand up for myself? Relevant comments. Commenter 1. NTA. Your family treated you like a paycheck, not son. Kicking you out of the party to impress Carter, then expecting money? That's messed up. Carter's reaction shows Megan's true colors. "You set boundaries. Proud of you." Opie's response. "Thanks." Dad's words about embarrassing them hurt, but Carter's moment at the party showed they never knew me. I'm done being their fallback. Commenter 2. Esh. They were awful. Uninviting you was cruel, and asking for money after is shameless. But cutting the bills without warning feels spiteful. Couldn't you have talked it out first? Opie's response. I see why it looks spiteful, but Dad saying, "Don't call me your father," hit hard. I stopped the bills to protect myself, not punish them. Talking never worked, they just dodge. Downvoted commenter 1. AITA. They're your parents. They raised you, and $400 a month isn't much for you. Shutting off their utilities on Mom's birthday was mean. You could have given a heads up. Opie's response. I paid nearly $10,000 over 2 years. No thanks, no acknowledgement. They call me a shame and disown me. I stopped because I was done being used, not to hurt them. Commenter 3. NTA. Your family's entitlement is unreal. They brag about Carter, not knowing you're his boss. That's karma. The $2,000 demand proves they only want your cash. Stay strong. Opie's response. The Carter twist was wild. I didn't see it coming. Their $2,000 pitch showed they see me as a resource, not family. Appreciate the support. Commenter 4. Info. Did Megan ever pitch in financially, or was it all you? Also, how's your relationship with Aunt Diane now? Opie's response. Megan never paid anything. As far as I know, Mom always had excuses for her. Aunt Diane and I still talk. She's the only one who checks in without asking for stuff. Commenter 5. NTA. This hit me hard. My family treats me like you. Always the lesser sibling. You're not harsh. You're free. Did you feel bad when the bill shut off? Opie's response. Sorry you relate. It's rough. I felt a twinge when the bill shut off, but after years of being invisible, I had to choose me. No real guilt now. They made their choices. Update 2.5 months later, July 15th, 2023. Hey everyone, it's Ethan with an update. Your comments really helped me sort through this mess. A lot's gone down since my mom's birthday, and I've got some perspective now. After my parents left my house in May, I didn't hear from them for weeks. I kept going, work, meetings, quiet nights at home. Then in June, Megan called. I almost ignored it, but I picked up. She was crying, saying she'd screwed up, that Carter dumped her because of how she and our parents treated me. She begged me to talk to him, thinking I could fix it since I'm his boss. I said, Megan, this isn't about Carter. It's about how you've always put me down. You never stood up for me. She sobbed, promising to change, but I'd heard that before. I wish her luck and hung up. A week later, Mom texted, we're struggling, Ethan. Bills are piling up. Can we talk? I didn't reply. Not out of anger, but because I knew talk meant more demands, no accountability. Dad called next, leaving a voicemail. You're letting your mom suffer. Step up and help. I listened, deleted it, and moved on. Their words didn't hurt anymore. They just proved I'd done the right thing. Things got interesting at work. Carter came up to me during a break, looking nervous. He apologized again for the birthday fiasco and said he'd ended things with Megan after seeing how she and my family acted. I respect you, Mr. Ethan, he said. I didn't sign up for that mess. I nodded, keeping it professional. Do what's right for you. Work stays separate. He's since moved back to the southern branch, and we don't talk outside work. Aunt Diane's been my anchor. She called after the birthday, mad at my parents. They don't see what they've lost, she said. We video chat weekly now, talking about old times, no pressure. She told me Mom's been telling relatives I abandoned them, but most don't buy it after Carter's reveal. A few cousins texted apologies for judging me, but I keep them at a distance. Trust doesn't come easy now. Last week, I got a handwritten letter from my parents, which threw me. They apologized for uninviting me, saying they were caught up in appearances and didn't mean to hurt me. But the letter ended with, we're in debt. $1,500 a month would help us get by. I read it twice, then filed it away. Same old pattern, apology as a transaction. I didn't respond. I've been thinking a lot. I don't hate my family, but I'm done carrying their load. I'm not cold. I'm at peace. Work's going strong. Pacific Green Tech just signed a major contract. I'm planning a solo trip to the coast to clear my head. I used to think family was automatic, but now I know it's a choice. I choose people who see me. Aunt Diane, my team, myself. AITA for sticking to my guns? I think I did what I had to, but let me know what you think. More comments. Commenter 6. NTA. Your parents' letter shows they haven't changed. Apologies tied to money requests are manipulation, not remorse. Megan's breakdown and Carter's exit prove your family's priorities. You're better off with Aunt Diane and your peace. OP's response. Thanks. The letter stung, but cleared things up. Aunt Diane's the only one who gets it. I'm focusing on my life now. Commenter 7. NTA. This is so satisfying. Your family thought you were less than, then got humbled when Carter called you boss. Are you open to reconnecting if they really change, or is it over? OP's response. The Carter moment was unreal, honestly. I consider reconnecting if they showed real change. No money involved, but I'm not holding my breath. Commenter 8. Yikes. Your family's terrible, but cutting off the bills without a heads up was harsh, especially on your mom's birthday. Could you have warned them to give Megan a chance to step up? OP's response. I get why it seems harsh, but after Dad disowned me, I was done begging for respect. A warning would have just meant brought more excuses for Megan. I had to draw a line. Commenter 9. NTA. Your story's inspiring. You paid $10,000 for people who disrespected you, then stood up for yourself. What's next for you? Any plans to rebuild family ties or keep the distance? OP's response. Thanks for the support. I'm focusing on work and myself, planning a coastal trip. Family ties? Maybe someday, but only with people who value me. Commenter 10. NTA. This reminds me of my family, always favoring my perfect sibling. You're not wrong for choosing yourself. How do you feel about your parents' debt now? Any guilt? OP's response. I'm sorry you've been there. I don't feel guilty about their debt. They chose to lean on me without appreciation. I'm at peace, just living my life.